And we're live.
Hey, welcome to Newz N Brewz, the most mediocre podcast you'll probably ever fucking hear.
No, the Joe Rogan podcast is definitely way more.
I don't know. He just had Elon Musk make a complete asshole of himself, so that was kind of cool. You know, did you see those videos?
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I saw parts of them.
Oh man, there's so many good stills. Man,
There's 1,000 of them out
love
there.
that guy. He's a cool cat.
Changed my
Joe Rogan or
life.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk, dude, he's cool.
Alright, so we're going to agree it's the Joe Rogan throwback.
Anyways, but yeah, so my name's Braden. This is Reed W. Clark.
Hello.
Cody.
H.W. Carmen. And on hour 40 of no sleep.
I already said my name.
They didn't know you weren't sleeping though. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait,
no.
I thought you hadn't said your name.
No, I said my name to
What
start.
a rude ass host.
Yeah, dude. Well, you get what you pay for. I mean, we're drinking, like...
What are we drinking?
We're drinking Tecate. It's Cerveza. I don't know what that... Wait, is that Cerveza?
I think it's...
Gabeha.
Yeah.
You know...
Kameha.
Kamehameha.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
My family's Mexican, so that's...
Are they?
Yeah.
Wait, which side?
His step family.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that aren't horribly pale.
Well, your dad could have passed for something else besides white.
But
Your mom is very obvious.
He's
though.
an accountant. He is as white as it comes.
And like, you're saying like Mexicans can't be accountants?
I'm not saying...
The Office, man, Oscar.
I'm not saying they can't, but...
His Mexican stepdad's a doctor, though. That's kind of better than an accountant.
He's an anesthesiologist. I mean, he puts people to sleep and sometimes forgets to wake them up, but it's fine.
That's not his job.
Dude, oh my god. I'll never forget when he was doing, what is the needle in the back before pregnancy? Epidural?
It goes in the back.
Ebony, you're a girl, you know this stuff. But the needle is like...
I've had so many children, yes, go ahead.
Well, I mean, maybe, but just
Do
like...
you mean epidural?
Not to term, you know?
Oh, side note. We have a special guest. Ebony Harris. And she'll be here. She doesn't want to say a lot, but we'll make her laugh. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
We brought her here and she didn't have a choice.
It's
so.
a guest witness.
Disgruntled black friend.
Guest
witness.
witness.
I mean, we gotta even out the three white guy, like, in an attic vibe a little bit.
If we don't have diversity, nobody will watch our show.
Yeah, so I dig it. I totally lost my train of thought. Anyways, but other than that, I think we're gonna toast.
Wait, so what beer are we drinking?
Tecate. And we're toasting to what?
To those beautiful hurricanes, just ripping stuff up.
Ripping and the tearing.
We might be here next week. What if this was like a 2-episode podcast and that was fucking it? We just
Because of the hurricane.
we all died from the hurricane. And
I mean, if you die from a hurricane in Atlanta, Georgia, like, that's...
Well, remember when we almost all died from the snow and it was like at 2 inches of snow?
It's a little different, though.
Chipper Jones was like riding down the highway in a 4-wheeler, picking up people.
Oh, so if he dies, we all die.
Chipper Jones is kind
That
of...
literally sounds like a South Park episode, like in the making. You know what I mean?
Right in the wheel.
Like a Chipper Jones, like...
Oh, it's fucking awesome. that was...
Chipper Jones would be like having, what's that dude's name that's on the snowmobile? The Just Send It dude.
Just send it?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Is that a commercial?
Larry Enticer, that guy.
Who is that?
You don't know who that guy is?
No, that's...
He wears blue jean jackets and jumps things on his
This is a movie?
1986 snowmobile. No, this is a real guy who goes to real sporting events. that
Wait,
involve snow.
they have like...
He's been on Nitro Circus.
Cool.
Because people watch that.
He's got a mullet and everything, dude. This guy's a hero.
Okay, now he's real deal. Never mind. I take everything I said back.
You were hesitant at first, but now...
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like...
He drinks Natty Light and then he jumps things on his 80s snowmobile.
Honestly, I would give it to this guy just for being alive still. I mean...
He's something that, like, the past can't leave behind. That guy existed.
But yeah, so we'll toast to Mac Miller on that note.
Oh, yeah.
To that next album he's putting out?
Did he cut one before he died?
He died? What did he die of?
Are you fucking with me right now? I can't tell.
No, seriously, what did I?
You know goddamn well this man is dead.
To be fair, I thought when someone said like "Rest in Peace, Mac Miller," I thought Eminem was like giving another like diss to another rapper.
I don't think he's ever dissed
And
Mac
and
Miller.
I know, but I was like, it was already starting, so I was like, oh wait, this.
Music?
I was like, oh wait, Mac Miller's like legit dead.
I love Mac Miller.
Not anymore, you don't.
I loved Mac Miller.
Everyone you
Really
care about's
complex.
dying, Braden.
Yeah, you guys better watch out. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are safe.
Anyway, to Mac Miller.
Yeah, Mac Miller. He's a pretty cool cat.
Are we gonna clink these aluminum glasses?
You know me mosey my ass over there. You fucking long motherfuckers.
Thanks.
I don't know why we toasted. You can't hear it in the mic.
Yeah, that's really
we got pretty close. As we get like right up to the mic, it'll make a good noise.
We should start doing like a Foley artist thing. Like we get this can and like. All right. Yeah. Perfect. No one huff this.
Okay. So I guess Cody went first last time, so Cody will go first again. Guys, we've had to start over a couple times. I'll just clear the air.
Yeah. So that means that this is the good take.
This is the good take.
This is the take we.
But
That's sad.
but first things first.
This is the take we didn't abort.
First things first. Quiz time. Cody, worst band of all time.
Ooh, worst band of all time. Oh man, there's a lot of terrible bands out there, but I'm gonna have to go.
I'll give you a hint.
This has an answer.
No,
Okay, just go ahead.
No, I got this.
Actually, it's more about convincing me, honestly. Just go ahead.
The worst band of all time, and I'm gonna go with not only because they're terrible, but because of how big they are. U2.
That's not a
Bono
uncommon one.
and The
though.
Edge.
But that's not
and
my answer.
What's his face?
So what do we do?
They're all.
What do you
They're
mean?
the worst
I love
band.
you too.
Oh, you love you too.
We'll
What
both drink.
What do you think you know a
Like,
guy, man? What the
Yeah,
hell?
come on. What are you listening to?
I thought we established that I liked you too, like since a very long time ago.
What, since that South Park episode?
Literally,
where
the Edge
Bonds
is like
shit?
one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to like effects, like simple guitar effect stuff. I recognize he's very simple and not that talented, but like I thrive on like simple guitar things with lots of effect pedals.
You're probably better than he
You
is.
know some Radiohead, man.
You're right.
I just don't.
You two sucks. Good job. You
Yeah,
don't have to
no,
drink. I
no,
gotta drink.
nobody's allowed to have
But what was your answer
these
for
kind of
the-
opinions
for the worst
anymore.
band?
Worst band, Never Shout Never.
Really?
Ooh.
Never
that-
Shall Never's not the worst band.
We
No.
experienced it live on stage.
Oh my god.
All right, wait. I would say they're the worst band, but they're not big enough
Right. Touche.
to deserve my hate anymore.
Yeah, they
Because
definitely.
there's like worst band ever, like
Because
not
that guy's
pop.
career got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
Well, he became like a giant asshole too, and then he blamed it on doing acid, which is
He
a
should
cool
have
guy
blamed-
thing to do.
He should have blamed it on his music because it was terrible.
When we were at Warped Tour
Oh, God, it
in
was so
like
funny.
2009, it like rained out and they had to condense everything to like one stage, like the
And
main
they
stage,
cut out like half the band except for like 4 of the major ones.
which were Bring Me the Horizon, 4 Years Strong, and
Never Shall
Never. Everybody was chanting the entire time during Never Shall Never set,
I would-
4 Years Strong. And 4 Years Strong isn't even a good band, so that's how dire this shit was.
Like I said, I just would have went home.
Yeah,
We couldn't. It was like raining so hard that we just didn't want to leave because we knew we'd get like so drenched. It was like the really heavy, like hurts you rain.
I was kind of just waiting on Amir's vocalist to get electrocuted on stage again.
That was before that time. That was not. He wasn't ready for it yet.
He had his rain jacket on and
He
everything.
was building up to that moment.
Was that what caused the windbreaker scene? Was because he kept getting electrocuted from the rain?
He started. Yeah,
Is that what started Windbreaker Core?
I'm sorry, but fuck that whole the windbreaker shit. I have never worn a windbreaker in my life. I don't understand
I did.
what the purpose of a windbreaker is.
Right, because it's like it just feels like we're in a trash bag. It's like super hot underneath.
I'll just
but
wear a
it's-
fucking jacket. It's like
Yeah,
it is like one of those sweatsuits that people wear when they want to kind of like detox, but it's not actually really doing anything.
or like drop weight for wrestling or something like that.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true too.
Yeah,
That's proactive at least.
I had a track coach who would literally just cover himself in saran wrap, like entirely, and just run around.
Was it like sexual or was it like?
You know, now I think about it.
or did it start one way and become that?
I forgot he did make me suck his dick. I totally forgot about that, Cody. Thank you for bringing these.
You know, if I can help you chase out a repressed memory, I will.
Oh man, that's why I was like so good at track that year, because he would like bolt after us.
You always did great on, around the school, but once we started getting out to other schools, I was like, man, this kid's really not that good.
Yeah.
Why does the coach say he's the all-star?
Well, these guys are like top ranked in the country, but they fucking suck. Yeah, I'll never forget when we had like the parents of the track team had a coup de grace and like ousted the guy at a Golden Corral.
You mean even
a coup?
A coup d'etat?
Well, I guess yeah, it was a coup de grace too. Okay. And I never ran again.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Cody, you're up. Do you have the goods?
Oh my god. I don't know if I have getting raped by my track coach goods, but let's see. Alright, let me pull up my story real fast here.
Good to be prepared. It's always good to be prepared.
Let me read my stories now. Alright, from Rousseau, Minnesota. Or Rousseau.
Tommy Rousseau, Minnesota. God,
I like Rousseau better, it sounds fancier.
It does.
But
it's Minnesota, dude.
So the other day, someone was like out in the woods or just looked out their window because it's Minnesota and there's nothing.
Is it Fousey Tube?
Is it what?
Fousey Tube, that YouTuber that's having a psychotic break and it like disappeared into the woods because. Oh, nice, Reed. Strongly professional.
We have one of our viewers posted a Snapchat of our.
And Reed's phone is not on silent.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Reed, you're gonna have to give your phone to the teacher.
Oh, damn it. No.
I just don't get calls, so like I'm good.
But anywho, it wasn't the guy who ran off into the woods to become Bigfoot that also got eaten by Bigfoot. It wasn't Bigfoot, it was just a bear. And Rousseau, Minnesota, got its head stuck in like a milk can. Which
again, this milk can thing, I don't really understand. Like,
yeah, they're not. They just said milk can. They didn't really describe what it was or show a picture.
That's that Minnesota vernacular, man. You have to steer away from that, otherwise no one's gonna know what you're talking about.
Did the bear's head like swell because all the blood was so it like swelled like a cock ring? Like you just couldn't get it off?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Because I mean, I've had that problem before, and I'm like, oh, I might have to go to the hospital, kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like a wedding ring you buy from a pawn shop. It just doesn't quite fit, so it just swells up,
Yeah, it's like last minute shotgun wedding type of thing.
Yeah,
we've all
but
been
you
there.
saved a bundle.
But a wedding ring from a pawn shop, like you just know someone sold that.
Yeah.
For some reason, and it wasn't good.
Oh yeah. Side note: this girl at my work, like she came in to work that morning and she was in like tears because she lost her wedding ring, and I was like, oh, okay, how did you lose it? I was like, just trace your footsteps or whatever, do detective work, I don't know.
Does she have like fucking clown feet?
No, but she was like, oh yeah, I went out to the bar with my friends last night and took it off and I lost it. I was like, you deserve to lose that, you terrible person. Anyway,
back to the
didn't want people thinking I was taken or something.
I was like, oh yeah, perfectly good excuse.
I have a good idea.
You whore.
I think I have a decent idea as far as like if you need to pick out a wedding ring that's kind of like a pawn shop and you don't like you can't really decide, you hire a prostitute and then you like shove all the wedding rings up into her vagina and then you have like your significant other shove their hand up there and whatever ring ends up on their finger, that's the one it was meant to be.
Seems like a lot of hard work.
I feel like you could just put them in a cookie jar. I don't think the prostitute's really necessary.
Well, you can cheat with a cookie jar.
But to be fair, by the time you hired the prostitute, I mean, all that happened, it probably would have been cheaper just to buy a wedding ring from the store.
Yeah, because then you would at least have
to size, like Kohl's or something.
Like Kohl's?
Something cheap.
I kind of like
every kiss begins with Kohl's.
I like those.
It's got a nice ring to it. Sorry, but you can continue your story.
I like those wooden rings though. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
I like those a lot. Have you seen those?
The ones that look like salad bowls.
No, my salad is tall. The salad bowls? What are you talking about?
You know those like wooden salad bowls you get at like an all-you-can-eat buffets. You know the rings just look like that, but just like a ring. They have that same kind of print to it. You know,
I
just
don't
for
think
random
we're
woods.
thinking about the same thing. My grandma had a wooden ring that had like a little poison thing they could open.
What?
Is that how she killed her husband?
No, he's still dead. She's playing the long con. I mean, he's still alive.
What's the long con? He killed to get his social security checks.
Oh my god, so the story. What happened in the story?
Alright.
Did they get it off? I'm in...
Alright, so, yeah. They had to break out the jaws of life on this bear. It was a black bear, too, so, like, it wasn't
So what
like...
does that mean, Cody? Why are you
Why's it
pointing
gotta
that
be a
out,
black
Cody?
bear? Because I don't know, it wasn't gonna, like, murder him super hard after it got it off. But they had to use the jaws of life on it. And then right after they were done, it used the jaws of death on them.
Did it really kill them?
No, it just like sauntered off in the woods. Didn't even say thank you.
I am impressed. I am impressed by bears.
I wonder what they did like when they got it off. Did they just like take it off and just run away? Because it was probably like
I would have. But fuck it. Wait. So were they holding the bear? Like how was this work? Or did they just grab with the jaws of life? Because the jaws of life is like totally separate, so they can just grab it, right?
It looks like the bear was like either sedated or, judging from the pictures, it's laying on the ground. So it was either like really worn out from this head stuck ordeal. I mean, it's gonna like go home with like no kill to his like bear family. The wife's gonna be like, "What happened to you all day?" It's like, it was a whole milk can debacle. She's like, "What's a milk can?"
What is exactly? That's the first question I would ask if I was
it
his
filled
wife.
with milk originally though? Like, did he get something out of this deal, or was this just a complete like waste?
It was like a rip off of that. It was a rip off of Yogi. There was like, it's like, "Hey, Babu, let's get
Boo-boo.
some milk from this milk."
Babu. Oh my god, boo! That's boo boo, dude. Babu.
What? No, it's a cheap knockoff.
It's okay.
Yeah, so it's
nobody got
Babu. This
censored.
one,
There's so many unanswered questions about this that I need
it's
to know.
Mogwai the bear.
Is that one pretty much done?
I mean,
Are we still
That
continuing?
topic.
Thread's dead.
Are we still talking about this really?
Yeah. Anyway, quick word from our sponsors. This guy's recently joined, supporting us. The Sack Rack.
Ooh.
When you're blowing out your back, hang up your sack. I mean, I can't personally speak that I've had problems with my sack throwing my back out, but I know people with more gifted lower areas can probably speak differently.
This kind of makes sense because like when I get out of the shower, I don't ever dry off. I just kind of drip all over the fucking place. Like I dry my feet off, like I loosely dry off, but I'm still drenched. So this kind of sounds like it would make sense.
Yeah, you just rack up your balls and do your thing, or your sack. Sorry, I know they have a thing. It's the sack.
It's
rack.
a trademark thing, man. If you say it the other way, you're probably just naming some knockoff brand from like some other country or
Like
something.
Detroit or some bullshit.
Yeah.
What I'm worried about is
Detroit the Detroit ball bags. You don't want those. You want
You gotta say with the accent.
old-fashioned
Detroit ball bags.
American.
are
sack
these like
rack.
the wooden things that you hang like towels and?
It's
because I don't want my.
It's essentially like a jock strap, but it's very specifically inclined to like the testicles.
Those like rollers.
It's kind of like instead of having underwear, it's just like a shelf. You just kind of like pull up like that, and it just sits on the shelf.
Does it have like those wooden rollers?
It's like-
'Cause I feel like that would
it's-
feel really good.
So it does actually. The deluxe one does. The original one, like it just has like the little metal slats,
You would just
Or
see
not,
me
not metal, the little wood slats, cut in it.
like a fucking IKEA bed.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Instead of like elf on the shelf, it's like balls on the wall.
I would just
It's real clever, man. It's great marketing strategy.
Yeah, all of those
The
guys.
fact that it's wood's kind of troubling because I mean, if it's the roller thing, I'm probably gonna be just like pulling it up and down real quick.
You said because it's wood,
Yeah, I mean it's flammable. You kind of don't want that.
but
Is there a fire in your loins or something?
Always.
There is now.
That's good to find. I'll go next.
I don't even know. Oh, that's his topic. Oh, that's an optic.
All right.
My
So
dementia
quiz time from
topic
Cody.
set
I
in.
forgot.
Quiz time for Reed. I'm going to give you 2 chances because you're probably not going to get this first one. All right, here we go.
Okay, alright.
Who was the 23rd president of the United States?
Dude, that was such an easy one.
Oh god, I was homeschooled. I'm in trouble.
This is the. I think you probably learned about this.
I'll give you a hint. He was before the 24th president,
Thank
who
you.
was a noteworthy president.
Does his name start with a J?
Not anymore, it doesn't.
Did it start with a J?
No. Wait. I'll give you a hint. He was before...
Nixon.
No. It was before Teddy Roosevelt. Who was the guy before him? Why are you looking at your phone, man?
I'm not looking at the answer.
I think it's.
Wait, no,
I'm
Reed's
trying to think of
answering.
old timey time names.
Reed's answering this.
Reed, answer this.
I have a guy in my head, but I'm not sure if it's right or not.
Just shout it out. I'll give you a chance on another question.
Grover Cleveland.
Oh, he was the president before him. Actually.
Damn, dude.
Benjamin Harrison.
Oh my God.
Was that it?
Yeah, you're actually right.
Shit, what the fuck are you doing?
Homeschool pays off.
Jesus Christ.
Pot shop employee fights off attackers with trusty glass bong.
Is this a question?
This is my story.
That's your story?
These
the bong.
These are their
This is my
stories.
story.
Boom. Law and Order. Did anybody else think of that when I said that?
Yeah, I was like, that's my thought.
I'm just imagining Reed with like as a bong, but his face is like way the fuck up there with just like this shit-eating grin.
It'd be like a huge 4-footer or something like that, you know?
Oh, the old four-footer.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah, those-
so a Canadian pot shop employee
Like
may
that
have
was
just
Canadian.
experienced the ultimate bong hit.
Oh.
My sides.
Oh my God.
What?
I
think I missed
He
something.
fought off 3 robbers who were
Bong hit.
brandishing
bong hit.
canisters of bear spray.
Jesus, Canada.
Dude, that's awesome.
in like a cannabis, basically a cannabis shop, basically.
Don't they? Aren't guns legal in Canada?
No.
Yeah, they totally are.
They totally should be.
It's all like hinterlands and shit up there. They need
No,
guns.
it's not.
Yeah, like, is it?
I think it's like Australia. Like if you live in that part of Canada, or like a bear might run up on you, you could use a gun. But like most people,
Or, like, what about like in Nova
much
Scotia?
like America,
What about
don't
like Trailer
really-
Park Boys? Like, where they?
Okay, well you watch that show.
Where they have guns.
Do they not go to jail all the time?
But it's not necessarily for having a gun. It's just for
I
firing.
will
it.
say that bear spray is like that will mess you up.
Have you sprayed yourself with it?
Well,
before?
me and my dad went to
Wait.
Yellowstone, and they were
So-
like, "Do not get that on your skin or
Have you
face."
ever
So-
been pepper sprayed before?
No, but I caught the the remnants of it in the air. Like even that was bad.
Yeah.
So do you like quick hand them with the bong before they even got some spray out, or
Wait,
like,
Let's see.
is it an actual bong? Like we're being serious.
like
You know,
Yeah, it's a
bongs.
glass
And
bomb.
it didn't break.
I mean, if it
Gorilla Glass
if it
bong.
breaks.
This is like a cartoon with like the vase and the wife beating the husband over the head.
But here's the thing: as it breaks, it just becomes deadlier.
You covered in bong water and
No, because you smash, the first one. It's like a glass baseball bat, basically. So it's cracked at this point, pretty good.
Yeah, I remember when
So you
Mickey Mantle hit that home run with that glass baseball bat that he was known for.
Yeah, so like crack. It's like a glass baseball bat. The first guy, because it's pretty heavy.
Kind of like the whole glass bottle thing, where it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the second guy gets probably cut up a little bit from where it's been cracked and whatnot, and then it breaks, and then he's just slicing the third guy.
So this is like a vape shop.
It's a cannabis farmers market.
It's
weed's
weed's legal in Canada.
it's not really
Like,
legal.
completely legal?
It's
What the
not so
fuck?
much legal that it's in most places it's decriminalized.
Yeah,
So they
okay, it's
really
like
don't give a shit.
it's like
Well, it's
Atlanta,
medical. It's medical everywhere.
but
so
yeah,
it's-
in some places it's not.
they have storefronts that sell weed up in Canada.
I will say I'm pretty disappointed for a guy who had a hand weapon, and the guys who had who could have had some range on him, that he was able to take them down without them at least getting his eyes or something first. They had so much of it. 3 guys had bear spray, and none of them were able to like get him down. It's,
Why did they
I like
attack him
change
with...
the bear-related topics we're on here.
Why did
that,
they
it's
attack
only
him
by coincidence,
with bear spray?
huh?
What? Why was bear spray there? Like,
Probably because they're like, if it can take down a bear, it can take down a stoner.
Legally, you can get in Canada.
It's not-
Besides a gun.
it's not like. I guess they're inside. Well, is this farmer's market inside?
It's
It's
dispensary.
Can you imagine all the fucking weed that got wasted because it was covered in bear
Spray.
juice?
Okay, the weed's like not just out like fucking pallets of apples.
No, no, no.
Okay, I'm imagining
Like an actual
I'm
farmer's-
imagining like a farmer's
No,
market.
it's like contained.
There,
Like the
there was
driest
like a, they
nuts
went
ever.
like they went like the
Right, like, I would be like,
cashier
my
area,
weed's dry. Like, no.
There was nothing nearby, I'm guessing.
But alright, either way, we gotta say, this guy, like, this spray is meant
Yeah,
to
but
stop.
if a guy was coming at you swinging a bong around, would you expect he's gonna beat you across the head with it?
Alright, but
He's gonna
you have
share.
something in your hand that you spray to fend off bears. This is stuff that's supposed to stop a bear from killing you. And then you got clocked over the head by a stoner with a
Because they
bomb.
saw the bong coming. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I'm gonna.
Are you sure?
Oh, God,
are you
no,
sure they
you
weren't
can't-
like,
was
dreaming
the
like
bear
Nicolas
coming?
Cage
Because the whole
was in that
point
one
is to see
movie?
it coming.
God damn it, that fucking movie was terrible.
A bear scary. A bong, like, oh, that's weed. Like, I'll take that. But, you know. Oh, he's
Not
gonna
on
hit
my
me.
head.
It's okay.
Ah.
You know, exactly.
But yeah,
Whoa.
the guy with the bong took him down with the bong. Like, he's tougher than a bear.
It's power of weed.
I just stay away from people that have like a bong over 3 feet because they're not usually people you want to be around. So
They're either wasteful with their money or they're like drug dealers.
yeah, basically, more or
Is that what
less.
you're trying to get
Well, he's a fucking drug dealer in the
Legally.
story. So
Legally.
Alright.
I mean, fucking Canadians, man. Can't live with them.
Can't.
Aren't they like?
Canada.
Aren't they building their own wall now or something?
I wouldn't blame him.
That'd be kind of neat. We're just completely. We can become like fucking North Korea. That'd be kind of
Hey,
neat.
we're America. Canada's Mexico.
We're still in Mexico.
Honestly, I mean, what is south like right south of Canada? Fucking Detroit.
Actually, no.
there's
Detroit's north of Canada.
In like
I
one
don't know
place.
geography, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, because it kind of schwas in a little bit, like a yin yang
The
symbol.
schwas.
Schwa.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Schwa.
Nice use of schwa.
Yeah, I mean it's the shape. It schwas like kind of up underneath Detroit. Scenic downtown Detroit, you're looking up north from Canada to it.
Downtown Detroit.
Okay. What the fuck is next, dude?
A word from our sponsors again. So we had some debate about this one because of recent events, but we are in talks with a sponsorship with Nike.
Oh man.
Did you see that video where the guy burned down his house and got arrested because he was doing the fucking burning the Nike shoe thing? He burned his house down and got arrested for it. He lost everything and like
Wait, when he got arrested, was he hostile towards the cops and get beaten a little bit by them?
Well, he was burning the Nikes. He was obviously probably white and mad. So no, the
Can
cops
you-
were like,
Could you imagine watching your house go up in flames and then getting pulled away and fucking handcuffs?
Yeah, you're gonna be angry. Like you might get some police brutality, then you'd understand. Like
the plight of a black person.
that's.
Maybe it was a Nike brand house and he had to just go all the way.
It was Nike's getting a lucrative housing market.
Yeah, I've heard it's really about the tank again, so I mean, I can't really blame them.
Nike, we'll sponsor anyone.
Dude, let's get Nike tattoos.
We should
That'd be kind of
matching Nike tattoos
Copyright
with
infringement.
with our birth year next to them,
But like on our ankle, like where it would be on the sock.
not on the butt cheek.
Yeah, we were talking.
I already have too many tattoos.
We were talking Nike tattoos, and we just thought, just do it.
Oh my god, that would be such a good stock. Like,
The memes have been mildly entertaining.
yeah, I mean, I showed you the one with Jonestown,
Just
which
drink it.
was troubling to say the least.
There was the Ron Swanson, like it was like, who cares what people say? Do what you want. leave me alone.
Yeah, I love that show.
Something crazy.
Do you watch Parks and Rec?
I haven't finished it yet.
It's a goodie.
All right, Braden, you're up. Topic 3.
So cool, the computer turned off.
Wait.
Oh, quiz
Quiz
time.
time.
You
Alright,
Smelly Willy.
smelly
I got
dong.
I got a good one here. Braden, who played Burt Reynolds in Saturday Night Live Celebrity Jeopardy? Who played Turd Ferguson in that?
Wasn't it Norm Macdonald?
You are correct.
Yeah, because he's in hot water, so this is pretty topical. Because he's like, oh yeah, Louis C.K., dude, he was fine, he didn't do anything.
I was just like, because Burt Reynolds died.
Yeah, well that's too. This is double topical, dude. The synchronicities of life are beautiful.
Norm Macdonald's career stays dead, and
He has a Netflix show or something.
What was that line Will Ferrell said? He was like, you guessed something and you wagered Texas.
God, man. Remember when SNL was good for like 2 years? Out of like 50?
yeah.
Rip Chris Farley.
Wasn't he mad too? No, he was SNL.
No, he was SNL for sure.
He's classic SNL.
He did fucking Fat Man in a Little Jacket. What are you talking about?
Hey,
That wasn't SNL, though. That was...
I'm pretty sure that started SNL.
So what's your topic?
Man, rest in peace, Chris Farley. Fuck.
Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
I forgot about that. Oh, man.
You got that he's dead?
Well, I saw those like horrible pictures that the escort took as she was leaving of him just like foaming from the mouth. So, those were...
Stick to you.
So, next up is my topic, which I picked, we've been kind of getting bogged down lately with all the dark shit in the world and the news, and even your guys' topics, they're pretty risque, is all I'm going to say. Both your topics were pretty risque. And I thought you guys kind of went a little bit dark with it. So I went with funeral meal leaves at least 9 dead, dozens sick in Peru.
Oh my god. Whoa. Wait, one.
Go on.
Who eats at a funeral?
I think that's a pretty popular
Wait a
thing
minute.
to do.
One, black folks always eat
Yeah.
at funerals. Second of all,
What's it?
what was the meal? The body?
No, so they had like some fermented like corn
Bodies?
booze. No, they didn't eat the bodies or anything weird like that.
Wait, so they had some bad shine and they all died?
Yeah, like a shitload of people died. But I mean, honestly, it's kind of super convenient. Like, because I mean, they
did it die at the funeral home?
Yes.
Oh, that's super handy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they died at the funeral home. A total of 50 people were affected.
Now, did they get a discount for like a bulk rate?
I think
That's smart.
I think they just did what.
Like when you both your kids drown in the bathtub, do you get like a group rate for that?
I think
I
they
called
just did.
Casey Anthony about that one.
Oh my god.
That's cool. She's innocent.
I'm really happy for her. She's just living with her like lawyer or something, or like her detective.
Well, she's in Florida. That's really all that matters.
I don't think she lives in Florida anymore.
Yeah, and she's not allowed there anymore.
Who is this? Who are we talking
She's
about?
too wild for Florida?
Casey Anthony, dude.
She might be too wild
She
for
got
Florida.
kicked out of Florida.
America's sweetheart.
I'll say.
Okay, but so they taken samples for testing. They don't really know what the fuck killed everyone yet.
Was it just some really strong stuff? They all got alcohol poisoning?
I guess I don't know, man. I've drank like 2 Four Locos and a bottle of wine before I got alcohol poisoning, and I didn't die.
He's partied a few times in his life.
I mean, a few of the people didn't die though.
9 out of 50 is not good odds.
That's considered an epidemic technically, right?
20%.
I've never drank Four Loko before.
I mean, it's dog shit. You shouldn't. It's terrible.
I feel pretty
We'll do it for
deprived.
the next show.
No, we're not touching Four
Oh.
Loko.
It's an after hours.
We're getting lemonade and watermelon Four Loko.
Well, they don't
Even
even.
the worst flavors.
We can't even pretend to be like hipster about it, because before we even turned 18, they had already
Jump the shark.
they nuked Four Loko because it killed people. They dumbed it down a lot, so
Yeah.
we don't even get the good shit.
A gas station worker literally told me that he'll only ID young people if they have Four Loko. because no one drinks that older than 16-year-olds. So he's like, "Oh, you're clearly
smart.
a minor."
Yeah, I never drank Four Loko over the age. So
No.
Well, there's that. What's
I
that?
mean,
What's that Flash Foods gas station where like whenever it scans something that requires ID, they're like, "Hey, check that ID." You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about. Dumbest thing ever. It's like, well, that's a good reminder.
One of the cashiers swears that it sounds like Matthew McConaughey to him, if you think about it.
All right. Check
But
that
like,
ID.
and so I started thinking about it every time I go in there, and it's like, he's right. Like because it sounds kind of sharp at first, but then you're like, kind of has a laid back tone to it, like after you expect it.
So I never realized that Matthew McConaughey just does the all right thing in every movie that he's in. Because I was watching the '90s Texas Chainsaw Massacre the other day that he was in, and it was fucking awful, just the worst.
Wait, was that the one with
Yeah, they never made a good like copy or sequel.
No,
or anything
the
like
OG
that.
is all you need.
This is the one with Jessica Biel in it?
No, Jessica Biel probably wasn't even an actress at this point.
You're talking about the chick who played Ally McBeal?
No. Anyway.
But yeah, he did the all right thing and like in an intimidating scene. I was like, "Are you fucking?" I am totally brought out of this movie. This
Totally
is
turned
terrible.
off.
This is terrible. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that Matthew McConaughey, if he'd taken a slightly different route, he could have been a second Nick Cage, without a doubt. I really believe that.
But instead, he became very successful and like.
Yeah, it kind of
And
sucks.
won like some Oscars and stuff,
Fucking asshole.
Didn't Nick Cage
He's
win an
like
Oscar?
I'm sure he's got some awards.
He'll make millions, but will we actually ever remember him? That's the real question.
Every time
He will die in the dust, just like and Nick Cage will remain.
Hey, if you buy a Lincoln, you're thinking.
Yeah, every
Matthew
time you hop in your
McConaughey.
Lincoln, it's like...
Oh, I forgot
Matthew
about that.
McConaughey.
Only person I think about when it comes
Who
to
the fuck
cars
hops in a
is
Lincoln? I'm sorry.
Matthew McConaughey.
Nobody drives Lincolns.
He was
Matthew
driving
McConaughey.
before they paid him to.
Only drug dealers drive Lincolns.
I've never had a single drug dealer drive a Lincoln.
I just think of Shaq when I think of Buick. That's the only.
I think
Well,
of
those
Shaq.
are Lincolns, so.
I think of Shaq when I think of like
Five Guys.
bad. What?
Five Guys.
Five
General
guys?
car insurance.
No,
Terrible car, the general.
Oh, the
What-
general.
I don't understand.
The crappiest CGI to like walk
Why
the
do they
planet.
even do that?
Like,
It
Shaq
looks
has
so
money,
bad.
so.
I was gonna say Shaq owns like most of the Five Guys restaurants.
No way.
Dude, he owns a bunch of them.
That's such a random franchise to own.
He's a big guy. He eats big. Five Guys eats big too.
I love seeing those pictures with him and like the girls he was dating at one time. Who was like 4'11". It looks like him and a fucking child, man.
I
It's
know that
hilarious.
hurt.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like,
it just
I
came
feel like
over.
that's like there's like poor little white guy like
Yeah, exactly.
like movies or whatever.
I actually photoshopped a friend of mine like that I kind of knew at the time, but not really. His face over that, and that kind of made the rounds on the internet for a bit. On the poor little white guy picture. So yeah, memories. And then he did end up coming out as gay and breaking up with his girlfriend, so that's kind of fun.
So let's jump back about like 20 minutes ago to the people dying at the funeral.
Yeah.
Did they bring their own?
Caskets?
Well, no, the corn
That'd be
whiskey
weird.
killed them.
I don't... Maybe they just drank embalming fluid or something like that?
They mixed up the jars.
I mean, I'm the kind of guy that laughs at a funeral, but this is just silly. I don't know.
Oh my
but
God.
the important part is...
That they don't have to go far.
The important part is family. You know, you already have all the people that you care about there.
Ohana, right?
Ohana, yeah, exactly.
Ohana means corn. Means deadly corn.
Wait, so
Yes, I remember that standard Peruvian saying Ohana.
the deadly corn.
The deadly corn.
The children of the corn. The children who died of the corn.
Don't eat the kernel, man. Did the guy who brought it at least die or made it?
It's kind of like one of those things. I imagine that he like he taste tested at first. He's like, oh god, I'm not gonna drink that. It's kind of like when you bake like a big like cake full of your jizz and bring it to your corporate work party or something.
I was just thinking about it the other day, actually. I was wondering, when did they ever caught that guy?
But I do
ever knew.
I'm sure it happens way more. It's not just.
But I
that
do
one
understand
guy.
the concept of like preparing something, like spending a long time cooking it, and you taste it like, oh, this tastes terrible, but I've already made it, so I'm just gonna like go.
Yeah, that's true.
Those assholes will eat anything.
It's like that time Cody got food poisoning from buffalo chicken.
Oh,
It wasn't that. It was what came out. You cannot blame Steve Clark for making someone sick.
Salisbury steak.
yeah, the buffalo chicken dip there was nothing wrong with it.
It was just what he ate before, but that's just what came
Okay,
out.
It's just like
for
the
context, our group thing has forever been buffalo chicken dip because Reed's parents make amazing buffalo chicken dip, and Cody can't eat it anymore.
It was the best. It was the best. The second time ruined it for me though. When I ate a whole plate one night and then had it again later that night, and it just ruined it for me.
I've never had anything get ruined for me like that. I don't
Peach
know.
vodka.
I see. I'm not gonna fuck.
That
with
doesn't sound
either
good to me
way.
anyways.
I'm sorry.
You know?
Like I don't know. It's been years. Like I might be able to do it now, but I can have all those items like separately or in a different form.
We're gonna have like a Super Bowl podcast next year where you have to eat BCD on here. You have to just choke it down.
So he'll eat cream cheese and ranch for dinner, but he won't eat buffalo chicken dip.
You ate cream cheese and ranch?
No, he said I would eat those things individually, but I wouldn't eat. So we give him cream cheese and ranch for nothing else. You said.
Yo, one time I forgot to get bread from like the store, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't have anything ready. All like the meat in my house is frozen and stuff." But I was gonna make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, so I just like dumped a bunch of peanut butter and jelly in a cup and like mixed it and just spoon fed that shit. It was pretty fucking good.
That's
I'll be
foul,
honest. It was pretty good. I'd do it again.
I'm sure it didn't taste bad because it's a classic combo.
It is a classic combo.
But I feel like it would have felt sad. It would have tasted and felt
Saturday
real
Night
sad.
5-way with no power.
It was. I wasn't gonna feel bad, man. There was so much sugar in that shit. Oof.
You gonna get the beatus and pass out.
My dad always did the spinning, like the mixing peanut butter and jelly thing, and I remembered it from when I was a kid because he'd also like force feed me like Asian food, which I hated at the time. Weird how things have changed, but and
was
like,
it after you worked for him that you decided, you know what, Chinese food?
No. It was a sexual awakening when I was like 12. Totally different story.
Oh, General Tso.
I had like a Chinese food menu, and they just had like the cast or like the everybody that worked there in the back, and I was just like, damn it, I can't find my like all the Victoria's Secret mags that I steal from my mom. Might as well.
The employees of a Asian restaurant.
I don't care who you are in this
Poor
day and
people.
age. Somebody has masturbated to a picture of you. Like everyone in the world.
My buddy admitted that he used to like masturbate to he was subscribed to WWE magazine. So like one of the 50 pages in the entire mag had like a like semi-naked woman. I'm like, you pay all that money to get that one picture and she's not even naked? Like
Wouldn't she be kind of buff too?
no, they're usually
they're pretty toned
pretty
down.
good looking.
Like, they're
Well, it's not real. They just
super
get like
buff.
really hot women to like pretend they can wrestle.
Yeah, alright.
I will say, in like WWE, like 2000 SmackDown, one of those games, the PS2 games that I got in 2004. I definitely they had a bra and panties match.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, fucking game over.
But you
And
had,
looking back on it,
but
it's
you had to like play like.
I remember stumbling upon a fair amount of porn when I was doing a project on Harriet Tubman when I was in like, 4th grade.
Please elaborate.
Go on.
I was on like the second page of Google results, and I clicked on one, and it said like Harriet Tubman like bibliography, and I was like, okay, and it was like a straight porn site.
It
So
was a Harriet Tubman
Stop it.
bibliography.
Stop.
Dildoography.
But yeah, I definitely came back to that later last night.
Bibliography.
Like,
Great story about dudes checking off to other dudes. So I read an article that Paul McCartney recently said that back in the day, him and like John Lennon, like other dudes would like just have like group masturbation sessions. Yeah, to
Was it John Lennon?
wait, was she
girl?
like there?
no.
Was she there?
No, it was like some TV bitch. or something.
So this is like,
I don't know.
Are
They
they
would just whack it to her.
This is like a Joe Bro squad.
Yes.
so they just like sit on
also
the couch.
known as the Beatles.
I have a very like explosive ejaculate, so I can't be just sitting next to my bros. Like stuff would be getting everywhere because I mean, it just goes everywhere. Like what the fuck are you supposed to do?
I'm glad you're so observant.
Maybe they don't notice it if they all come at the same time, and it's just like a mishmash.
Mishmash. I was taking a bath.
Jesus.
All on a Saturday night.
But yeah, man,
Alright,
Beatles
so-
are the best band ever.
I'm just gonna transcend this into fake news.
This is
real
the best
news.
topic of the night. Good job, Braden.
This was a pretty
What?
solid one.
Yeah, that was good. Good job, host.
Alright.
Don't worry, there will be some more tragic event to happen soon.
Let's get back to the news at hand here. Alright.
It's time for
Real news, fake news.
He said real news, fake news, because his mouth is muffled. So in case you didn't hear that.
Man fined $124 for kicking a seagull that ate his cheeseburger.
Read it again.
A man was fined.
Oh, fine. Like I didn't think he found that. Like,
Man, $500 kick seagull cheeseburger.
I was like, that's. So read the description one more time.
So a man was fined $124 for kicking a seagull that ate his cheeseburger. Real or fake?
It's an odd amount of money.
How much?
$124.
But then again,
Seagulls
though,
are a thing in Florida. This is like a Florida man kind of thing.
Florida has no laws, I'm pretty sure, that's been established. Casey Anthony killed her daughter super obviously, and she's walking free.
This was like mid-2000s, bro. Like,
Alright, so
I'm gonna say fake, but
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say true.
This is real news.
you guys are saying true?
Yeah.
Or you're sticking with fake?
I'm sticking with fake. That's dumb.
Oh man.
Did he like curb stomp that shit?
He
Or
pistol whipped.
Was it alive?
sometimes.
Like, was it fine? Did it just fly away?
Here's what happened.
Fused.
It was real.
Yeah.
This is a real thing. It happened in Hampton, New Hampshire. Is that what NH that means? New
Yes, New Hampshire.
Hampton, New Hampshire, in the Hampton Inn.
Hampshire? New Hansworth? New Hanson?
The twa.
Alright, so Hampton, New Hampshire.
Hamptons are pretty nice, right?
That's
No,
not
it's
the
a
Hamptons.
city.
Yeah, like I'm
Hampton,
thinking
New
of
Hampshire.
Hamptons, like, isn't that New York? Or is that...
I think so.
Yeah, okay,
Quiet
never
Club.
mind.
This is New Hampshire.
I'm just thinking of like
It's cold. There's bears. Canadians. Like it's.
Do they get their heads stuck in milk cans?
No, but the seagulls will eat the shit out of your cheeseburger. Alright, so...
I don't like it.
that's why you hang it in between your thighs, Cody.
So, what, the seagull or the cheeseburger?
The cheeseburger.
Oh.
I guess
But-
the other would be cool
But either
too.
way, this guy's at the beach chilling or
Just having
whatever.
a fucking seagull like poking
It's alive. It's alive still. It's just like ah.
Yeah, this guy's chilling at the beach in New Hampshire, and he's eating cheeseburger. Sat down for a second,
Oh, first mistake.
and the seagull went to get it or got a bite of it or something, and he kind of just like kicked at the seagull and kind of kicked it away, and a guy saw it, and like. I can only assume he tattled on this guy because this is the level of like
No.
Snitching.
this guy kicked the bird, you know, like and
This is a white guy.
the thing is like
Was more than one person like tattling on this guy? Because I would just be immediately like, "Are you fucking kidding? No, I didn't do that."
a witness or two said that
Oh, there's multiple witnesses.
or I don't know, but like either way, a witness said the bird's leg looked like it was injured and it had its problems flying away, but it could have just been a goal. It was just like, nah, man, I'm getting going back in on the cheeseburger. Yeah, the funny thing is, New Hampshire laws say seagulls are protected under federal law. So not only is it a $124 fine, it's a $124 federal fine, which is like a crime everywhere. That means like.
They're like a day in
You know, they're
jail.
gonna like you're gonna go to get your background checked, and it's like a couple speeding tickets, kicking a seagull. I don't know if we
Sorry,
hire
sir,
this-
we can't hire you.
Yeah, in every state.
So crime is so low in New Hampshire that like enough people called the police reporting a man for taking a seagull. The cops were like, "God damn it!
Yeah,
Let's go get this
yeah,
guy."
the cops were like,
This is like a Steve Pest situation.
the cops were like,
Exactly.
"You gotta be on the scene now." They kicked the seagull.
Nothing else going on. No one got shot.
This isn't
No
like
robberies.
This isn't like East Point or something like that, where you call the cops for like something super minor, and they might not even show up because they just don't have time.
Or they just don't show up anyway because it's East Point and they don't.
They're not coming out there. They got lives too.
Like if you call the cops and like even found a cop on the street, so that guy kicked the pigeon, the cop's just gonna be like, get the.
This is
this lady's car just got broken into.
These are the times that I think police brutality is justified. As if they just beat the shit out of whoever made this, like, called them down for this. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like the person who contacted the cops that's like calling 911 for no reason, you know? Like, that's essentially
kind of like when all these white people have been calling the police on black people for just being black people and doing nothing.
Side note.
Yeah, the police really should fucking beat them up.
Side
But
note.
they're not finding the black people, though. They're just finding the guys who are kicking seagulls.
Great segue. At work, there was this white lady who was speaking to an African American gentleman, and she was speaking.
Reed, I think it's okay to just
you
say
can
black.
She
You can say black dude.
Nobody really says African American anymore.
No.
Actually, I feel like that's like almost like condescending now.
Yeah, it's like in Zootopia.
Anyway, she was speaking like almost like negatively about like the Ferguson case, like very like passive aggressively towards him, like not to like offend him, but she was like trying to have a conversation. But
why would she bring this up?
Doing very badly at it.
Ferguson
And this
case,
guy
run
took it like a
fire.
champ. He was being so respectful. I was like, oh my gosh, this lady's about to get like destroyed. Like,
Wait.
what? Shut up.
Ferguson case. What was that again?
The
they shot Michael Brown.
Yeah, the guy that was like supposedly like shot up,
like
a convenience store.
where this whole thing like kind of kicked off.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
That was really Trayvon Martin.
But she was basically like,
But that wasn't like cops though. That was
Or
like,
I mean, I guess we could go Rodney King too.
she was speaking like,
Rodney King
Pretty
was
much just any like
all black people getting beat by the
300 years ago.
What happened from like Rodney King? Wasn't it like 91 to
It was
like
92.
Yeah, what happened from like Rodney King to
Well, we realized that the police don't actually give a shit about our problems, so we just
I'm just saying from like 92 to like the
Social
Ferguson
media.
case, like
Snapchat, nigga.
like what? Why was no one talking about it? Did no one have like a
Because
video
now we
camera?
could prove
Rage Against the
it.
Machine was talking
Well,
about
it's
it.
like Rodney King had someone just had a camera and just happened to be like, what are those cops doing? Oh my
Do you
god!
remember the Always Sunny episode about
Oh
that when
my
Danny
God.
DeVito's like he's looting the Rodney King riots?
It's like wait, check this out.
Dude, that would be so cool to look back on, though. You're just like in the fucking Rodney King
Look at that
riots.
riot footage on YouTube.
wow.
What were you saying, Reed? We totally got off.
No,
on a
that was
sidebar.
pretty much it. I was like,
Cody.
I was like trying to like whisper. I'm like, stop.
Who? Wait. I still was he wearing like a Remember Ferguson shirt?
No,
Why-
he
why
was just
the
a
fuck
normal
did this-
dude. Like just a normal black dude, just like sitting down, and like she like whenever I started talking to him, like, she was like on like her break, like between shifts, and I was like, hey, did he want to talk to you? Because I mean, like,
Do you know each other?
I'm like, B, do y'all know each other?
See, of all the fucking conversations you could bring up.
I was like, C, you couldn't ask anything in this world.
she's still on it. Like every time she sees a black person,
Okay,
she's like,
to be fair,
Ferguson, man.
to be fair, she was a bit older, and I understand. Actually, I'm not being understanding, but older people have a tendency just to not really have a filter. And it's just like,
Can't relate.
I don't know. But yeah, she was just blowing it just out the roof. And I'm just I respect that guy for not like just going off on her. It was so bad.
That would be like a good start to like an interracial porno, though.
Stop right now.
I'm just saying. It sounds like
What is-
that could be pretty hot. I'm just saying.
What does the black dude just stand up and just beat her?
Banging the lady.
Well, no.
What?
It's like
Old Gertrude.
I saw one this.
Does
Riding Miss Daisy.
is she the dom where she's just talking bad about like yeah they deserved it? The guy's just like
No, it's just like.
Oh, this could go so many bad directions.
She's just being super shit, and he just pulls out his dick, and she's like, "Oh," and then it just carries on into a normal porno. I'm not trying to make like some like homage to old racism, like
You
being
need a
a
new job,
kink
Brady.
thing. What?
You need a new job.
No.
You would like
They call the porno from Ponce de Lance to Detroit. Something crazy.
The Southern Belle moves up north.
That's what happened to my family. You can't have that anymore.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anyway, what a great way to end it right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta end it on a controversial ass note. That's our goal, I think.
That way everyone forgets about everything we talked about and they're just like, that shit they said right at the end, that's all I can remember.
Well, I mean, it's like loosely anything anyway. We just go off the rails for like an hour so far.
Well,
So.
it's on formats that's easy to skip on, so, it's not like a record player where you're just like, oh, this side fucking sucks until the very end.
It's a good thing it's 4 mats and not 5, huh? Yeah! Good night, everybody!